up, guys?
Hey.
Back with another reaction. What are we doing today?
So today we're gonna do a song by The Doors. We're not gonna go with their most popular one or the one that I think is their most popular because I know it. And I think we're gonna do, well, I don't think we're gonna do, we are going to do People Are Strange.
So I don't know that. What you're talking about, Riders on the Storm?
Yeah.
So that's the only song I could name by them. I
It's
don't.
not even that I could even name it. Like, I feel like I've heard a song that says that in it. So I had to play it and I was like, oh, I know this.
We'll have to react to that because I don't know that one well.
Yeah, because
But
I will be honest, like I will play the first like 5, 10 seconds of the song to see if I know it, and I don't know this one for sure.
I didn't. I don't even. I don't think I've even heard the first 5 seconds of the song.
Yeah,
Unless again, that's the strange thing about the way we do this. It's possible this song could play and we could both be like, "Oh, we actually do know this." You
yeah,
know what
that
I
actually
mean?
happens a lot.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever heard this.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it'd
right.
be cool.
Well, this video is sponsored by SeatGeek, which is a ticket company where you can buy tickets for your favorite concerts, gaming events, comedians, really anything that you could buy a ticket for. And you use our promo code, I'm going to put it right here. It's with Smith, and you'll save $20 off of your first purchase. I'm also going to throw the link in bio for SeatGeek. And there are a bunch of great concerts coming up, you guys, so definitely check that out. And also check out our Amazon storefront. We have a bunch of his favorite clothes in there and mine, like makeup and stuff. But like most of you are men, so you're not going to be interested in that. But for him, you
Yes, check it out.
will. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on social media channels. Usernames right here. Yes. Oh, you good point.
Somewhere there. I mean, you do all the
I
placement,
know.
so I don't know
And
where you
sometimes I
go.
do it backwards.
Yeah,
So don't be mad at me. I try.
she's the brains behind the operation.
And they're not that great. So more like half a brain behind the operation.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down.
Sorry, guys. This is a short song.
Yeah,
It
just
is
saw
not a
that.
pause.
Yeah, if we play it all the way through, they'll really bust our balls.
It's 2 minutes long. Okay. So people are strange when you're a stranger. So if I'm a stranger, I don't know a bunch of people. So I mean, like, yeah, if you don't know some people, if you don't know someone, they seem a lot of the times they seem strange. Sometimes, you're like, oh, this person seems cool, but like a lot of times you're like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, I feel like so I interpret that as him saying like people treat you strangely when they don't know you because you are a stranger.
True.
You know what I
That
mean?
makes
Like
sense
they're
too.
suspicious, they're like, look, you know what I mean? So they don't treat you like,
Like a friend or like
yeah,
nicely.
they behave oddly. At least that's the way I interpret it.
And then faces look ugly when you're alone. So maybe when you've been alone for too long, people just look weird because you're like, "Ah, I haven't seen a face in such a long time." Or when you're alone, like,
You,
no, you don't have like friends or family or whatever, but like obviously you're still going out in public doing your daily shit. Just everyone looks ugly when you have no one because you think no one loves you, no one cares about you, so everyone's ugly to you. Maybe.
So I think that makes sense. The first thought that went through my mind was, is he saying, it was a question. I was like, oh, is he saying that when you're alone, people think you're ugly? Do you know what I mean? But then I was like,
Mm,
he's saying faces. So
yeah, I think it's like when you're alone, like other people's faces just look ugly. Like maybe that's why you're alone because everyone just seems bad.
maybe. Let's see.
Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Sounds like an incel.
Okay, hold on. So is he describing these coping mechanisms? When you're alone, it's like, oh, I'm alone because everybody's ugly. Oh, women don't want me because they're all evil. Do you know what I mean? It sounds like these are all coping mechanisms to deal with your bleak reality.
Maybe it also just sounds like descriptions of like what happens in your mind when you're experiencing these things. Like as with so many like incels, especially like incel shooters, when they like the one for what is it, UC Santa Barbara? He literally just like shot up, I believe it was UC Santa Barbara, Elliot, whatever, something or other. He just like shot a bunch of people because no girls wanted him. And like he always said that he just wanted like a sorority girl, but they would never be with him. So it was somehow someone else's fault.
But that's my point. He's saying this is how you that I it sounds like each of these lines is how a person copes, the story they tell themselves when they're
Yeah,
facing these
like,
these
oh
bad
no, women
outcomes.
want me, so they must be
It's because
terrible.
women are evil and fucked up and oh, I'm
It's not
alone.
your fault.
I'm alone. It's because everybody's ugly and I actually don't really want to be with any of them because I'm not attracted
That
to
makes
them. You know
sense.
what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense. Streets are uneven when you are down. I don't get it.
So I imagine like, oh, when you're feeling down, it seems like you're
Oh, like you're
unstable.
like walking around and you're just like upset, so you're like stumbling around, but like, oh, I'm not actually stumbling around, the street's just uneven.
Yeah, like life's unstable. You literally like you don't have a solid foundation to walk on. So like everything is like disjointed and out of whack and
Yeah.
unstable. That's at least that's how I interpret it.
Yeah, you're doing a better job than me. I'm looking at this all wrong.
I don't know. This is just my initial instincts, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So when he goes, when you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name when you're strange. I'm definitely strange.
Okay, so I get the no one remembers your name. The faces come out of the rain part. I'm trying to think about that, what that means.
I have no friggin' idea.
Faces come out of the rain. Like, is he seeing faces
Like he's going
or
crazy.
or are people leaving? I'm not sure. I I
Look up the
I did. I
lyrics.
pulled
This is
them up.
confusing. Why are faces coming out of the rain?
Okay, so it said he was going through Jim Morrison was going through depression and he's writing this song about alienation.
Interesting.
So there's nobody has
I guess the faces
annotation.
in the rain, it's kind of like you're so lonely that you're just seeing faces of people in inanimate things, like in the rain. Like, oh, look, it's my new friend, you
Plus,
know?
I actually disagree with him that when you're strange, no one remembers your name. I feel like that's actually kind of the opposite. I feel like that's one of the few things that will make people remember your name. Like, oh, remember that fucking weirdo?
Well,
Remember
if
that
you're a
dude?
weirdo who's like always going around and being in places, if you're isolating yourself, like he said, alienation, then you don't really, you're not seeing him.
So I wonder if he actually means strange in the way we normally mean it, like peculiar behavior, or he means strange in the sense of stranger, meaning not known to anyone. Do you know
Okay.
what I mean?
Maybe both.
Yeah.
So then it goes back to this. Okay. Okay, same thing.
Streets are
And then
uneven.
we were up to here.
Yeah.
And let's play it out.
Finish it up.
When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Alright, yeah.
That's it. Okay, and none of the lyrics, there were no new lyrics, so
No.
I'm just gonna pull this down. So yeah, it's really cool, like really funny, like super upbeat music. And then talking about how like they're all alone and strange and like no one wants anything to do with them.
Good point. I feel like that's a good point. That
You like the music
the
like this?
music, what? Yeah, it was kind of like,
It's like I'm all alone. I see people in the rain.
yeah, it was like
Women are wicked.
you're right. It was mellow, but I didn't get any of those like sad notes in it
No.
necessarily. I really liked it. It's cool. It doesn't ring a bell to me. It's incredibly short. I really like his voice, Jim
Yeah.
Morrison. So I don't know a lot about the Doors. I know Jim Morrison. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And I know about the conspiracies about Jim Morrison and like supposedly like his dad was connected with the CIA, and there's all these conspiracies that Jim Morrison didn't actually have any talent, which I don't agree with. He actually sounds good to me. But the conspiracy theory was whatever. They're trying to make him put him out there as a hippie to generate culture or whatever, and his dad was connected with the CIA. But they said like, oh yeah, it's because Jim Morrison didn't have any talent. And so I know of two songs by him, and in my book, he's 2 for 2. He's good. So
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
might just be people, like maybe his father did really work in the CIA, but he did absolutely nothing to further his career.
Yeah, it's very
And then people
possible.
just have to put the pieces together and, make something out of nothing.
Yeah, because I think
We all
he's.
love a conspiracy.
Of course, but I think he's like I enjoy the way he sings. Do you know what
Yeah,
I
it's
mean?
good.
It's cool.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
the lyrics, it's a very brief song, but and the lyrics are very simple and like you pointed out, it's just repeating in each verse, but
Yeah.
it's like this cool little like ditty. You know what I mean?
Did he?
Yeah.
But I do think you got the meaning for sure, I think.
Some of it maybe.
Yeah,
We'll
let us
see.
know if we're off
Yeah,
base
we'll get
here.
trashed in the
Oh
comments
yeah,
if we're
people love
wrong.
doing that.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like this is our first time listening to this song, so we're going off just based off of the overall vibe and the words.
Yeah, I briefly looked up the lyrics, but I didn't find any real annotations.
Yeah, and it is art, so interpret however you would like.
Yeah.
So yeah, so definitely check out SeatGeek. Use our promo code for $20 off your first order. Go see like a comedian or something. They're always fun. We're gonna go see Jim Norton and
Shane Gillis.
no.
Oh, Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
We would see Shane Gillis, but we missed out on the tickets.
we did.
But yeah, so definitely do that. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our Amazon storefront, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you. Bye.
Bye.